if based off of the Naturalization Act at the time that they created, was this group seen and recognized as white person. All right. So to determine first a particular group or racial subdivision to which the individual belongs, in practical effect, proof of this fact is a matter of genealogy. So to know who you are, you need to trace the group you come from, and to trace the group you come from is a matter of fact of genealogy. So, brothers and sisters, this is no longer about I feel or I think. No, you have to know. You have to know without doubt or contradiction, with prima facie evidence, who you are, tied back to the group you claim to be by showing what the courts recognize via genealogy, not DNA, genealogy. Says an individual who presents an aberration. So an aberration means a difference, an alternate from the color of skin of the group which he's a member. So if, say for instance, the group that you say you come from, based off of what they normally see these folks as complexion wise, if your skin is a different complexion to theirs and you say you come from these people, you have to prove it through genealogy. Got to prove through genealogy. So it says an individual presents an aberration or alternative from the color of skin of the group of which he is a member, such as a light skinned Chinese or Japanese or a dark. So they're saying if your color, like for instance, because I'm assuming Chinese and Japanese at this time, like they're talking about, were darker complexion, but if they came with an aberration different from the group, which like light skin, and like they talk about if the Anglo-Saxons was known to so-called have so-called quote unquote uh, lighter skin or white skin, but if you're coming with an aberration, which means an alternative difference from what they would normally see them as, so in this case, dark skin. So if I'm coming in and saying I'm a dark skinned Anglo-Saxon, which we know can be true based off of what? We're going to go off of the words of Thomas William Shore. In consideration of the evidence of people of brunette complexions among the Anglo-Saxon settlers in England leads on to that of people of a still darker hue, to dark black or brown black settlers. And you know, based off of place names, blah, blah, blah. All right, page 111. And then you have Frederick Douglass, which you can see his complexion very well. And from his own mouth, his admitted Anglo-Saxon paternity.